Hi, I'm Jim Murphy, Director of Career Services for the Colorado campus of the Ohio Center for Broadcasting, answering your questions about getting hired in broadcasting. I get asked all the time, if I just graduated from OCB, should I apply for a job when the ad says something like 1 to 3 years experience required? The answer is, well, I'll get to the answer in a minute. But first, here's a little insight as to why you might see experience required in a lot of job postings in the first place. Before joining OCB, I was a senior manager in both network radio and television. And I can tell you an enormous number of people apply for jobs in broadcasting who have absolutely no experience. Probably because radio and TV jobs are so cool and most broadcasters make their job look easy. So to cut down on the number of applicants with no experience, hiring managers, and I'll confess that I did this a time or two myself, often set an arbitrary experience requirement. Not because it was an absolute necessity, but it did cut down on the number of totally unqualified folks who called or emailed. Truth be told, hiring managers are much more interested in whether you can do the job and do it well than they are whether you have 1 or 2 or 3 years of previous experience. Because the reverse is also true. There are people that do have experience who may not be able to do this particular job. Oh, and one more thing. A lot of OCB grads don't realize that they leave our program with a year's worth of practical, hands-on experience in radio and television and social media, which is often way more practical understanding and broadcast know-how than most graduates of a 4-year classroom program ever get. So, the answer to whether you should apply right out of school to a position that says you need 1 or 2 years previous experience is, be honest about your own level of knowledge and skill. As you read the job posting, are there a bunch of terms you don't understand or concepts you're not familiar with? If so, this may not be the job for you, at least at this stage of your career. On the other hand, if the candidate they're looking for sounds a lot like you, or even 80% like you, give it a try. What have you got to lose? And keep in mind the term experience preferred in a job posting means just that, preferred. And in that case, the sooner you apply, the better. Remember, the only job you absolutely won't get is the one you don't apply for. Need more tips on getting hired in broadcasting? Call me at OCB Career Services, and I'd be glad to help. I'm Jim Murphy, and I hope you'll join us next time for answers to more of your broadcast career questions right here on BeOnAir.com.